Hey YouTubers, Rob Mohammed. Guys, I was going through my videos I've made over the years, and I realized a couple years ago I made a video that was titled "The Stuff That Made Me Happy in July." Well, this is another year and July is almost over. I was thinking I should make another video on what happened in July that made me happy this month. So I just made a list of 10 things off the top of my head real quick. Some of them are kind of serious, but they're real. This life. First thing that made me happy, the most serious of the bunch. They get better. The most serious of the bunch is my nephew. One of my nephews got cancer. We were really freaked out. Didn't look good. Things got better. Things got more better. It looks like he's got a 95% chance of being okay. Also, he's got a huge support group. Plus, he's super positive. His wife and his kids are all fantastic. His little daughter, she is like a drill sergeant. Every hour, she has a timer. She goes in and tells him stuff he's supposed to do every hour. And he better do it. Plus, his sister works for a large insurance company. She trains people who train people on insurance. She could do TED Talks on insurance. His insurance was saying, well, they don't take this doctor, but she told them, well, once you start the treatments, it doesn't matter if you take the insurance or not because you've already started the program, so they didn't know who they were talking to. And he's got 2 cousins that are nurses. His aunt's husband is a nurse. They've been talking to the best doctors to get. Then his grandmother worked for a very large hospital for years and years. She knows all of the doctors, and she knows the process. So he's not like the average person that is just in the machine and it's eating him alive, and you don't know what to do, and you've got 19 different things. And no, he's got a support group, and then, like I said, it looks really good. So, at all the things in life that I hate, cancer is like probably at the top. But there's no good cancers, but the cancer he has and the place he's at now, after they've operated and so on, it looks extremely good for him. So, in that respect, I'm happy. I'm very happy of what's likely going to happen. And so, yeah. Fuck cancer. Fuck cancer. Fuck cancer. Yeah, we're looking forward to better things in the near future. Second thing that made me happy is, you see this bookcase? I was on a chair that's made out of steel. It's heavy. I hate the chair. There's 4 of them, and they're noisy. They're clanky, but you could put an elephant on them. Well, I have a ladder. What do I need a ladder for when I got a chair like that? So I'm on top of this 2 days ago, the chair, taking stuff down because I'm in the process of cleaning and organizing, decluttering the house. The chair falls apart and I fall backwards onto this coffee table on my back. Didn't get a scratch. I can get a bruise doing dishes. I can cut myself going to get the mail. I didn't. Next day, my neck and tooth hurt, but my tooth's been hurting for 2 weeks. But it's fine today. But what I'm saying is, it was a miracle. So yeah, I'm very happy. Evel Knievel couldn't have come out better. This will be the last health one. Third, I have a neighbor I like a lot. This is a 55 and over community. All the people eventually have medical adventures, and sometimes things don't work out. She's had 3 things happen to her. I won't go into detail, but each one of them not good. And she bounced right back. And she's walking around, driving, everything. She's getting a little better all the time. And each time I was thinking, oh no, that's not good. Boom, she did it. So that's so nice to see when you are expecting the worst and the best happens. So that's very happy. But that'll be the last health one I think we'll do. I know you've clicked off by now. I would have. I don't blame you. The next one is I'm in doing my housekeeping. I found some money. I found an envelope that people at work gave me when something happened. They made a collection. They gave me some money, and I never spend it. And I found it the other day. I wish I had taken it and invested in Bitcoin a long time ago, because this was from the 80s. I could have done a lot with that money, maybe. But it's been an envelope ever since. The best part is everyone signed their names, so I can look at the names and remember the kindness. The other thing is I found money outside in the garbage. People threw out some dressers on. I used that money to give to one of my nephews for his birthday, because he's been interested in starting his own business. So I said, yeah, a little bit helps. The next thing that made me happy, I realized in doing my routine weekly trash, I'm always finding mirrors, and I tell myself, mirrors and chairs are the two most unloved, disliked things that people have in 55 and over community apartments for interior decoration. A lot of people don't like mirrors, and I realized I still like mirrors. I shouldn't say that, but yeah, I look good. I gotta stop eating those mushrooms. Another thing that made me happy is I started a farmer's carry. I exercise. I do the bouncing every day since 2018. I've been walking every day routinely since before then. So those are two daily routine exercise habits. And I've been slowly trying to incorporate other exercises into my routine, but I want things that don't hurt me or won't hurt me. And I found one the other day is you see those jugs? Those are 6-gallon jugs from Walmart. Each one of them holds right now there's 3 gallons each, and so that's about 25 pounds each, so about 50 pounds. So like 4 or 5 minutes walk around every day, every other day, and been doing it slowly, trying to make that into another one of those things I do all the time. And I think that's going to be something that's good. The next thing that's made me very happy is I have started once again to declutter, to get rid of stuff in my house. The last time I did this seriously was February, late February. I started in 2020. I had tried different things, and one of the methods someone recommended was use categories and get rid of the last category that's the hardest last and start with the easiest stuff first. So I went through all my records, got rid of almost all of them. That was easy. I got rid of books. Then I focused on clothes, and I was getting ready to go on other things. Then the pandemic started, and I realized we didn't know what was going to happen, and they got kind of scary, if you all remember. I said, we could have a zombie apocalypse. I might need these food stamps, no, these magic markers and sandpaper and old coconuts and pieces of wire and ice cube trays, and who knows what you might need if we have a zombie apocalypse. Anything could come in handy. So I shut down the decluttering, and it just was time. It's time. So I decided my method this time is going to be, because it's a big problem. I have a lot of stuff here. How do you eat a whale? One chew at a time. One mouthful at a time. So every day I'm doing it a little bit, and I'm focusing on one part of the house or one thing and just hitting it. I've taken 3 grocery carts full of junk down to the dump site. That's another thing. You're only supposed to put stuff out Thursday night because they pick it up early Friday morning. But I realized if someone else has already thrown stuff out, I'm going to throw stuff out too. For a long time, that was a big stumbling block because I wouldn't put stuff out because it wasn't time, and then stuff would happen, and Thursday would go by and it'd be too late. So now, if someone else is throwing stuff out, I'm throwing stuff out too. I remember years ago when I graduated high school, they sent everyone a note said you couldn't bring cameras with flash to the graduation ceremony. Well, all cameras have flash. My parents didn't bring a camera. Everybody in the graduation had a camera. When people are graduating, there's flashes going off all over. My family didn't have a camera because that was against the rules. If it's 12 o'clock at night, I'm crossing the street and the red light, if I'm not supposed to cross, I feel weird, like, even though there's no cars. So, yeah, I'm going to be an outlaw. I'm going to put my trash out on a Wednesday. Yeah, I'm a bad boy. So, I'm kind of proud of myself of the 3 loads I've taken down already. I got rid of stuff I never thought I would get rid of. So the dam is broken. I feel like I could get rid of anything now. And I mean it. Just, I'm not going to live forever. I do plan on living to 104. That's not apartment number. So long as I'm healthy. Yeah, so I have stuff I was always going to do something with, and that ship has passed. Or I have stuff I haven't used in 30 years. Well, you know, if it's taking up a lot of space, maybe it deserves a different home. So yeah, I'm decluttering once again, and you can't tell from looking in my apartment, but like I said, I've already taken 3 baskets down, three grocery carts down. So another thing I'm happy about is that my cassette tape adventure is over. It was a big hassle, a big pain. I found some cassettes that had family conversations on. I wanted to give the other family. I had a cassette player, it broke. Someone threw out 2 cassette players. I fixed them, they broke. I had another one that didn't have a very good sound, so I put the cassettes in, then used a handheld audio recorder just to record. I knew it wasn't that good of an audio, so I purchased on Amazon a cassette player that transfers to flash drive. It worked with other cassettes, so when I put in the cassettes that had the family conversation that I prized the most, it played. I went in the kitchen because I didn't want to listen to it again. After about 30 minutes, I realized I wasn't hearing anything. For the last 5 minutes, I went in. That tape machine, cassette player, had wound up the tape inside. It was like a rat's nest, and it destroyed the tape. So luckily, I had the first 2 recordings I could record off the handheld recorder, but I almost lost everything. So I hope I never see a cassette again the rest of my life. So that adventure is over. I'm very happy I was able to save the recordings because they're family, and they're yeah, makes me happy. That made me happy in July. I came up with 2 new ways to eat different things to add to my diet that are kind of cool. I love watermelon and fried chicken and cool menthol, big ones. And I love watermelon, but you get big watermelons. I'm a single person. That's too much watermelon. And small ones, you put them in the refrigerator and you slice them up, and then they get wet and liquid's leaking. So I decided to just, when I get them, slice them up in little pieces and put them in the glass bowls, put the lids on. Then I have 3 bowls of watermelon slices, eat whenever I want. And it's been wonderful. It's been amazing having watermelon every single day, whenever I want. You can wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and have watermelon if you want. I don't know why you would, but if you want to, you could. And it's like transformative. It changed my life. This watermelon changed my life. I came up with another thing I've not seen anybody do. You take plain tortillas and you shred up cabbage and put cheese in it with other fillings like meat or whatever, fold it over and put it in the steamer basket of the rice cooker. It makes steamed tortilla dumplings. It's fantastic. It's absolutely delicious. I'll do a video on them. And it's so simple, easy, cheap, and it's scrumptious. Hot, soft, steamy, cheesy, cabbage and sausage, spices, and it's so easy. The last thing is, some of you know that every Thursday morning, I go out and look for treasures. And over time, I stopped picking up a lot of stuff, and I just focus on certain things. And the thing I seem to focus on most is I try to find paintings that someone has done themselves, amateurs, and for whatever reason, they're not wanted anymore. People throw them out in the trash. And sometimes I let them go in the trash. But occasionally, I say to myself, this is a pretty good painting. And this July, I found another one. The person's name is Faye Pinksker. It was painted in 1985. It's very dramatic, intense painting. Let's go look. There's another mirror. I live in Sunrise, Florida. This is either a sunrise or sunset on Mars. I love it. I didn't like it too much at first. The more I look at it, the more I like it. I have to secure that frame to the wall better. It's just hanging on the nail. But yeah, Faye Pinksker did this in 1985. And if I hadn't taken it home in another 24 hours, it would have been in the landfill. Yep. There's a lot going on in that painting. The more you look, there's a lot of... It's not calming and soothing. It's like there's something going on. Something's over or getting ready to start, one or the other. Yeah. So those are 10 reasons I was happy in July 2026. Number 11 is I'm not in that ambulance. Hope you're all having a wonderful July and have a better August. Take care, everybody. I don't say it often enough. I appreciate all of you watching and commenting. Take care. See you out there.